topic, I will discuss to you the South and Western and the Oriental and also Eastern zone. So what will be the difference between these two countries, Western countries and Eastern countries? What will be their beliefs? What will be their practices? What will be their values? So first and foremost, I will introduce this. We will try to meet people from around the world to learn more about their influences, factors, and forces that shapes the South. Okay, so we have here Carla from Italy, and she is Italian. Salvador from Brazil and Brazilian. Alexis, Australian. Olivia from US, American. Maria from Mexico, Mexican. And Felipe from the Philippines, and he is a Filipino born. Okay, so I will skip this one. So you can see we have also Alice, Canada, German, and Chinese. So it's time for us to discuss the topic. So the difference between these two, the world was divided into two big major regions. This is the Eastern and the Western. These cultures is an integral part of any society. It plays a vital role in or significant role in shaping the way people live their lives. So with distinct cultural differences, these two major regions has a great impact on the aspects of including the social behavior, the lifestyle, the beliefs and values. And in this article, we will try to explore the Eastern and the Western cultures and highlight some of their key differences. So, we will try to check. These are the samples of the Western countries, as you can see in our um, desktop. Okay, so these are the samples of Western countries, and these are also the samples of the Eastern countries. And we Filipinos belong to the Philippines belong to the Eastern countries. So we will try to check what will be the difference between these two major countries. Okay, if you will agree with the thoughts, beliefs, values, and traits of the Philippine people that came from the cultures that we have. So these were influenced by religious beliefs and political aspects. So we have here Confucius teaches Confucianism. He is a teacher, philosopher, and political figure. And for him, there is what we call self, in which self must have a harmonious relationship with others, in which harmonious social life through acting properly and accordingly with the people. We should always act according or properly to the eyes of not only of God but also of the people around us in the community. So what is accepted in the community, the acts that we do, must be done, not those na hindi accepted in the community for us to achieve the ultimate purpose of life, which is self-cultivation. We also have Taoism that adopts the free-flowing relatives. So there is unitary here in Taoism, and they prefer simple lifestyle. That is why there is what we call balanced life. They practice meditations, the selflessness, but not forgetting the self. They practice meditations for the self to be selfless, in times of they are in trials, they want to meditate for them to achieve the total equality or balance of life. Okay, we also have Buddhism by Siddhartha Gautama Buddha, and which it is based on his teachings of the what we call achieving nirvana. Because nirvana, forget about the cravings of the self, forget about the problems, the worries, that breaks us with the breaks the attachments of the person to the self and to the world, and renounce the self, and that is what we call nirvana. Okay, so here we also have Western thoughts of the self, and the Western thoughts has the following. First, we have the individual self, in which the age of young ones, the child were taught to pursue what is best for themselves. They are taught how to be independent, how to work on their own, at a young age. That is why when they get older, they can fulfill their goals, their life goals, set for and by themselves only. And they don't want to depend on the others. Also, there is the concept of self-sufficiency, in which the self was able to provide his own needs without the help or the aid of other people. They can plant their own crops, no, and then harvest it so that they can eat something in times that there's nothing to eat, charot lang. And they develop themselves, no, for the success of their career later on. They can live on their own, they can survive on their own. And last one, we have the self being rational, in which there's no time for them to be weak and emotional. They prefer rational, which means they prefer active thinking, creative thinking, and logical thinking. There's no time for them to meditate, but focus on the rational or reasonable life. Okay, so we will try to check the differences between this West and East. In social behaviors, West countries are really having this individualism. They value individualism. People tend to be more direct and assertive. Now they can live on their own. But in Eastern countries, they place greater emphasis on collective harmony because people prefer to be more indirect and avoid conflicts. Okay, so to avoid conflicts, they agree what is agreed by everybody, okay na sila, diba? Also, in the lifestyle, there is a greater emphasis on the personal achievement, independence, and self-expressions of the people in the Western countries. They can express what is or what's on their thought. Okay, so while the Eastern countries places value on family, community, and communal harmony. Okay, that is why in Western countries, they are very fast-paced. Magasigin nila nga mga buhay dito. In one day, they can have 1 to 2 jobs a day because fast-paced sila and individualistic nila. They don't mind na kung what they cannot control, but they just do work and work. While Eastern countries are more relaxed and family-oriented. So in the morning, we can do coffee pa, and then in the afternoon, coffee again, and they have one work, no? Only in the day. Kung kapoy na sila, stop na sila. That's a lifestyle of Filipinos, no? So in beliefs and values, Western countries have greater emphasis on personal freedom, democracy. That's why people in the Western countries are more liberated than in the Eastern countries, because Eastern countries value social harmony, duty, and most important is the respect for the olds or the people in authority. So that is what is really valuable in the Philippine people, especially in the Eastern countries, because we really do respect the people in the authority or the adult ones. And in terms of communication, Western countries are more direct in communications, even though it will hurt other people, but still they tell that person not directly. But in West Eastern countries, they are more indirect, and sometimes they do the communication through non-verbal causes or gestures, no? May style pa tayo. Okay, so to know further, we have here the West and the East, the differences, no? Straightforward, yeah, ang mga Western countries, but the Eastern countries are paliko-iko pa in everything, decision making, or telling someone, no, about what is happening, or ano lang, mga common suggestions in forms, in lines, no? Western countries really form their line well. They follow the rules, while some of the Eastern countries, oh no, there's a big crowd and they don't follow the line. In terms of loudness of the voice, especially inside the classroom, Western countries really listening well to their teachers, while the Eastern countries are really very loud inside the classroom, no? Ang mga estudyante dito sobra pa sa teacher. And then in terms of time, teachers time is gold. In the Western countries, they really start everything on time. The program starts really on time. Coming in and out of the office is really on time. And then sa Filipino, especially Filipino, we have Filipino time. But then we're not following it. We have late, no? We are late always pag start sa mga programs, activities. No? Sometimes in work, no, we are late. So West countries are preferred to be individual, independent, while Filipino, especially Filipino people in Eastern countries, we are very dependent on our family members and others, and also we want to work always with a group. Okay, so in facing problems or trials in life, Western countries will prefer to face the problems directly and solve it, while the Eastern countries, they are avoiding the problems, no, they don't want sometimes to face it, avoid it until the problem will just die on their own. And then in terms of party, Eastern countries really love to have this party with others in the group, everyone, no, because they want to unite with everyone. But in Western countries, they just have these groupings, no, the group themselves according to their likes and dislikes. Okay, so that's the difference between the East and the West. I hope and pray that you understand more this topic, and for comments and suggestions, and then if you're done watching the video, you can comment down below done watching. So try to ask also yourself, who are you beyond your name? So for more videos, kindly just subscribe to my channel, and also uh, uh, click the notification bell for more. Thank you and bye bye.